All right, welcome to this quick video that we're going to discuss how to have autocompletion for Emi. In VS Code, we already in previous video have installed YAML Redhat like plugin extension. And let's say I show it again. You already need to have this plugin installed, and that's what you're going to do. And then in the emi.exe, we have an option called spec. So if you come to spec, you will need to call this function. I will call it and put an output. So I'm going to put it the VS Code. And then what happens is it's going to generate me a folder with two specs in it. So one is passing to the DTO, how the DTO should look like, and one is for the module, which contains almost everything. And then there is a quick suggestion helper, which is a text file that how to connect this, hook this to VS Code settings. So I'm gonna go to the settings of the workspace, open user settings. No, sorry, let's go to settings, JSON, workspace, yeah. And then paste this in. And then what's gonna happen is it's gonna pick up this Emi module spec and it will do an auto-completion. So if I press Control-I, which is my IntelliSense auto-suggest, and you can change it into the keyboard shortcuts. Sometimes it just collides with the other one. It's gonna give me a suggestion like what is the type here, and then not even type, like what are the other fields that we can assign to a field of an DTO, or what are the other features, like for example configuration, DTOs, entities, events, macros, and some other things which is needed for generating a project. It's very important that some targets, they do not use some of the features. So in the JavaScript, for example, macro is not making any sense, and then therefore it's just not used. The definition itself is enough for having a complex app, and based on that, like some of the targets are just making no sense to use some of the features, as you might assume. Now, if you had this file here created, just remember that everything which ends with emi.yml or emi.yaml or dto.yml, dto.yaml will be using this spec. You can change this, it doesn't matter. The compiler doesn't care how the files are ended up, they're just YAMLs, but this way it makes it a little bit easier for the VS Code or cursor or whatever you're using to pick up and then give you auto-completion, because you cannot go over the docs or videos all the time. You really like to. I can work without it, without the auto-suggestion, definitely. So thank you so much for watching this, and I will see you in the next chapter, and we will challenge Emi more.